Hello and welcome to another edition of Eat the Week. I'm your host, Hairy Foodie Guy, and today I'm going to be doing something different. So I'm going to attempt, with no rehearsals, no instructionals, nothing like that, I'm going to attempt to make a roast dinner with the sort of items that you would get from a food bank, because I can't remember the exact figures, but there's a hell of a lot more people using food banks at the moment. You know, the country's been hit quite hard financially because of what's been going on for the last couple of years, and more people are using food banks. So what I've done is I've collected the sort of ingredients that you would receive at a food bank, and I'm going to attempt to make a Sunday roast using only an air fryer and a kettle. There you go. So let's crack on, shall we? So here's some Growers Harvest new potatoes. I'm going to try and turn these into roast potatoes. So I've never done anything like this before, so yeah, it's either going to be a massive success or a complete disaster, which is, I like those 50-50 odds. Right, so let's empty this out. Right, so here we go. We've got, these are literally just new potatoes in water. So I wet them in a bowl. I'll leave that up there, sure we've used that. So, you know, you get a fair sized portion. So, and they're kind of soft already, so they shouldn't take too long. But what I'm going to do, because I'm going to cook, and Harry Foodie Girl is going to sample some of the potatoes. I've got this tin of gammon, which you quite commonly find in food banks, like it's a tin of ham. I'm going to actually roast the whole thing in the air fryer, but I'm going to have to do it after I've done the potatoes. So, and those I'm just going to put in a pan of boiling water and cover it and hope that it warms them through enough. But we'll see. If not, I might have to resort to microwave, but I'm just trying to be as minimalist as possible. So we'll put some olive oil in the potatoes, a little zhuzh.
I believe all those potatoes came out of that one tin.
I know, it's like a TARDIS, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that much, and I think some of these little ones might actually be pretty tasty, because like they should, you know, I don't know. The air fryer hasn't let us down yet, so I've got the camera set for me sitting down, because like I've got into the idea of sitting down whilst working. So every time I stand up, you lose the top of my head. That's all right. Right, so salt and pepper, just some mixed herbs going in there. I mean, you can pretty much put anything you like, you know, on your roast potatoes, whatever you do. This might be a bit weird to some of you. I'm going to put a little bit of brown rice flour on there just for the consistency. So I'm going to give it a toss. A little bit more brown rice flour.
How long are you going to cook them for?
Just the usual. I'm going to put them on for 10 minutes and look at them. But I don't know, I might look at them after 5 minutes, because they're already cooked and they're already soft, so you know. Right, normally I'd put Parmesan cheese on, but I'm trying to just be minimal with everything that's going on. So there you go, there's a quick look at those before they go in. Right, so I just said air fryers, when you water in there, no. Whack them in there, put that in there. 10 minutes on there. Let's get this kettle boiling. Right, kettle's on. It might get a little bit noisy now. So I'm done with that. Done like that. Right, let's get a bowl out for these. So I'm going to see whether I can warm these vegetables up enough with literally just boiling water and a bowl. I mean, that's how, you know, noodles are done. So these are mixed vegetables in water, so there's a bit of everything in there. So let's see what we get. So never bought these before. I prefer fresh vegetables. So I'm going to empty the water out because obviously we're going to be replacing it with boiling water. This could be the quickest roast I ever do. So they don't look very appetizing, but that's what gravy's for. So that's the sort of veg that we don't like. It's like, if we ever buy a pasty and it looks like that, it's like, oh no. But you know, this is food, you know, the sort of stuff that you'd be getting in a food bank, so we're just trying to make the best of what we've got. So what is in there? That is, do you know what? I'm always wearing my pink reading glasses, so I'll go with my purple ones. Da-da-da. So we have carrot, potato, peas, swede, and antioxidants. So there's less than 100 calories in the whole can. So that's that. So let's get the kettle. I'm literally just going to cover these and then put a plate on. That's it. So I will use the microwave as a backup if I need to. But and look, I've even got a little gravy boat, look. So I won't make the gravy yet, but I'll get it ready. And because Fruity Girl doesn't eat meat, gives me a chance to use one of these meat-free oxos. So, because I always oxo up my gravy. I love oxo. Whether it be veggie.
You a weird kid that used to just eat OXO cubes.
Guilty as charged. Whenever I cooked, I always used to only put like 2/3 of the OXO cube in,
Yeah.
even when I was cooking as a child, like at home, and the other third used to go in my mouth sneakily. I'd be like, oh, no one's looking. So, yeah. She's not looking.
I was.
You what? Oh, damn. Oh, that's good. You can't tell. You cannot tell that's not got meat in it. That is lush. Really lush. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit in because I've never made gravy in a gravy boat. I normally make like a pint of it. But trying to be as minimalist as possible. So there's that. So I think it's time to flop my meat on the counter. So, and by meat I mean gammon. It's even got a keeler. This is one of the posh ones. So I'm going to be roasting this in the air fryer. So boom. Do you know what? I think that might roast up all right. Look at all the fat on the top of it. It's like so we'll see. So as soon as the potatoes are done, that's going to go in, and we'll see what's what. So there you go. That's the start of our budget roast. So you know, let's see what happens. So I'll be back when the potatoes are done, I suppose. So do you want gravy on your potatoes?
I'll give it a try.
Okay, so they're warming up, and then while we're doing that, I can put that in the air fryer. Okay, cool. Right. See you shortly. These are the potatoes. They've literally just been in a couple of minutes. But what I wanted to do is what I normally do with roast potatoes is just give them a little bit of a squash and a squeeze with the potato masher, because if they split, then they're more likely to go crunchy, which is how I like them. So, and these are splitting quite nicely, if you can see. So, you know, you don't want to completely annihilate them, like I just have that one, but that one will be nice and crunchy. But it's just, you know, it's a little tip for you. If you want crunchy roast potatoes, just give them a little squash. You know, so what I normally do is I normally part boil them, and then just, like, you know, you don't need much. Give them a squash, and knock the little bits in there so they'll go all crispy as well. And there you go, that's it. Whack them back in. Boom. One happy bunny, and you guys will be too. These cans are 33p. I've just managed to transform a simple canned potato into these beauties. Oh my days. Look at those. Oh, that deserves a food porn flyby shot. Come on, you must be salivating. Look at those bad boys. 33p. That's a dinner plate right there. That's mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. Right. Oh, I'm gonna get them in my face. I'm kind of mind blown. I haven't tried them yet, so take a little one, that'd be cooler.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Oh, wow, they're really crispy.
Ready?
Yeah.
Hot. That's what I said, take a little one. Oh wow.
Mm.
I tell you what, for 33p, that's not bad. I've had worse potatoes at Calvary's.
Yeah.
Got another.
Yeah, go on then. They're really good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow. These are epic. They were like 25 minutes in the air fryer. And a lot of you are probably thinking 25 minutes in the air fryer, that's ages. It's not.
They're really fluffy inside.
Yeah, they're really fluffy. They're really good. I cook my roast potatoes normally for 4 hours in the oven. Imagine how much that costs. An air fryer is a fraction of the price electricity wise. 25 minutes? Those are divine. Really crunchy. I love my potatoes. Crunchy, but fluffy inside. I can't believe that's from a 33p tin of potatoes. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put that over there and try and keep them warm, because I'm having to cook the meat separately so I didn't cross contaminate. Okay, but what I was going to do, and this was Foodie Girl's idea, is I'm going to put a bit of mustard on top of the ham. So I'll just glaze it. You know, I'm still just using household stuff. You know, most people have got mustard in the cupboard. And I love Coleman's. I could have gone with American, but I wanted that tang of the Coleman's, you know. I love American mustard, but it's right place, right time. American mustard for hot dogs, English mustard for ham. All day long. Right, let's get a knife and spread this out. So, oh, should I do the sides as well? Got enough mustard to do that. Let's get in on the sides as well. Ding!
Can I tell you a little tip for keeping the food warm?
Yeah, go on.
If you put this on top of this bowl,
yeah,
the heat from that bowl will keep the plate
go
warm.
for it. Yeah, that's a good shot, actually. Double whammy. There you go. Right, so this is going in now. I have no idea how long this is going to take, because as I said, this is all part of food experimentation. But right, there's no grease coming out of there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to whack the little bit of jelly from the ham on top as well. Waste not, want not. Okay. Alrighty then. Right, as usual, I'm going to whack it in for 10 minutes and then look at it. See what's what. I'm excited. Well, ooh, roast dinner for like what? Less than £4. Amazing. Wow. This is pretty amazing. So this is mind blowing. So this is a whole tin of gammon ham, boff, done in the air fryer for 20 minutes. So all I've done is I've glazed it with mustard, and that is how it looks. So I'm just gonna slice through this and see what it looks like. I might even taste a bit. Wow, there you go. I was worried about it not being cooked all the way through. Can you see the steam rising off of that? That's well and truly cooked. So, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of this stuff. So, but I have used it in carbonara and stuff like that before. And it's always good to keep in the cupboard for times like this, I suppose. It smells divine with that mustard glaze. It's like I got the first 4 letters right. Come on. Oh. That's good. You just put the kettle on for the gravy. Wow. Okay. Let's put this thing together. I need a sharper knife. We worked out this entire meal was less than £3.50. Cutting my slices thick, because if you've been watching my channel, you know I like them thick. I like them juicy. This ham looks alright, you know, considering it was ham in a can 20 minutes ago. Now it's ham on my plate. Okay, that's that. So that'll do. I'll get that out of the way. Put it over here actually, so it's not in Foodie Girl's face. That's the ham. So yeah, didn't touch any ham with my hands, so that's a good portion of spuds. Oh, and then nice. I'll pass them over to you so you've got some spuds.
Thank you.
Alright. I've got one of those slatted spoons. Get the veg out. I have yes, I do. The veg has just been sat in boiling water, so it's nice and hot. So get that out. There's a ton of veg. Do you want any?
No, thank you.
I know you hate it. So oh wow. So less than £3.50. I've got, you know, an absolute ton of veg from that little can. So I'm just about to make the gravy, so I can get rid of that, get rid of that. I've got that left over that I can, like, you know, do something with later, like a sandwich or something like that. So let's get a spoon out, see if I've got this gravy right. Never made gravy in a gravy boat before, so not sure about the ratios. I've got the gravy powder on hand. I think this gravy is going to be tasty because that OXO cube as well. So, and you got to use Bisto, man. It's like, you know, Bisto reduced salt as well. So that means I can put some salt on my potatoes. So, oh, I do like my gravy nice and thick. So, do you want some on your potatoes?
I'm not sure it's vegetarian.
It is. I checked.
Okay.
It's totally veggie.
Okay.
So do you like your gravy thick?
Yeah.
Because that's what this is. So.
Thank you.
Enough?
Yeah, it's plenty, thank you.
Right. So I'm gonna season my spuds. I know I already did with a little bit of salt, but there's nothing better than, like, you know, and I don't know what seasoning is in this vegetables because it's a cheap tin of vegetables. So
there's probably no seasoning in it really.
Yeah.
Tin of veg.
Yeah, so let's go with some salt and pepper on them, and then gravy over the top. Oh, do you know what? This looks alright. So, and a bit of gravy. Oh my days! I can't believe that these potatoes 20 minutes ago were, you know, like in a tin, just boiled potatoes. Not something I choose to pick up, but, like, you know, they're kind of staples. So I'm trying to just show you guys, like, you know, if you are doing food bank, you know, stuff, what you can actually cook up with them, you know. And if you haven't got an air fryer, you can do this in a, you know, in a conventional oven. But I mean, come on, that's a whole lot of food for £3.50. And, like, you know, there's like another third of the potatoes on top of that, and that's not even a, that's about a third of the ham on there, or the gammon. So right, let's get in. Maddest thing is, I love cooking roast dinners. Absolutely love cooking it. It's in my repertoire of things that I've done cooks, like, you know. So I'm quite proud of my roast, quite proud of my roast potatoes. Never done this before, and I haven't had a roast for ages. Like, probably the last time I had one was at Christmas. So right, let's get in. Those potatoes are good. So, I mean, if I was being posh, I'd probably have put some smoked paprika or something like that on them, but, you know, but that's just me. Wow, I can't believe that was from a 33p can of spuds. Oh, the gravy's real good as well. The veggie OXO cubes, the meat-free ones, they taste no different. So they've really flavoured that gravy up. Oh, I could eat those all day. I was saying to Foodie Girl while we were cooking and off camera that, you know, you could put a couple of cans of those potatoes in and put whatever seasonings you want. They're 33p a can, you know, and they could be a really good snack while you're watching a movie, because if you did double the, you know, because there was a lot in there, wasn't there? That can was like a TARDIS. When we poured them out, there's tons, and they're really nice and filling as well, and they've gone really nice and crunchy. So don't forget my tip about using the potato masher to squash them. Because the more surface area they got, the more chance they got of getting that crunch.
I think I'd put garlic on them.
Oh, yeah. But I was trying to keep it as simple as possible, so that, you know, if people are, like, you know, living off food banks, this is the sort of stuff they would get. and I'm just trying to give people ideas, you know. Oh, that mustard ham with the gravy, that's the bomb. It needed it, because it was all right on its own, but the gravy is the glue that binds. So I've been putting off the vegetables because I don't really like the canned vegetables, but I think that gravy might make them palatable. Right, let's get in. Let's try these out. Yeah. They're still a bit, they're just pappy, they're what you expect, but at the end of the day, it's one of your 5 a day, and you've got to get your veg, you can't just, you know. I think the problem with canned vegetables is just lose all their flavour. I can't really differentiate between a pea, the swede, carrots, it's just all tastes the same. I'm glad I got the gravy. But at the end of the day, it's a stomach filler, and like these canned vegetables cost pennies. So I've used these before in like curries and stuff like that, because what they tend to do if you cook them in a slow cooker is they tend to reduce down to nothing. So they just you don't, you know, they just become part of the sauce. They're not that bad. I think the gravy saved the day. Without the gravy, I probably wouldn't eat these. I reckon a bit of vinegar would juice these up actually. So a bit of vinegar on my vegetables. I'm really happy with this. It's been a success. I've wanted to do like a food bank style experiment or a budget experiment for a while, and as it was Sunday, I thought let's just do it. So I had these items in the pantry. I just thought, yeah, let's just try it, see what it's like. I don't know what would improve the veg. Maybe mint sauce. Don't know. Let's have a look, see what we've got. There's always that old favourite. But you know, I'm not gonna do chili sauce. So I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go with Worcester sauce, because I know that's in most people's cupboards. This is a cheap version of Worcester sauce as well. It's not like a branded one. I think this was only about 40p. So I'm gonna put some Worcester sauce on top of the veg just to give it a bit of a taste, because at the moment they're just it's pretty bland. So well, I can smell that. I can smell the vinegar in the Worcester sauce as well. Let's see if this is better. Well, 100 times better. Okay, there you go. There's another tip. So yeah, the Worcester sauce is just like, yeah, that's much better. But these are the things that I'm most impressed with, these spuds. I didn't even know whether it'd be possible to give them a crunch and roast them up, but with the air fryer, anything's possible. So, you know, it's the same as an oven, it's just a lot cheaper to use. And it's healthier as well, because although I did put olive oil in the potatoes, when you're cooking them, it's not swimming in fat. Like whenever I cook roast potatoes in the oven, there's a 1/4 of an inch of oil in the bottom, you know, because I do like them really crispy. So not only is this cheap, it's healthy. Wow, this ham is the bomb, man. I love this. Yeah, I didn't expect to like the ham. Yeah, the mustard was just enough. So let's try it with a bit of veg to get the veg down. Mm. Well, I for one am proud of myself for my wacky ideas. Seeing if I could make a roast dinner for less than £3.50.
It's turned out really well.
That's good. I've definitely had worse roast dinners for a lot more money in restaurants, you know. So, the potatoes are definitely better than most carvery potatoes I've had. I love it when you find a carvery that serves up the perfect roast potato. Because there's some carveries that do like really good meat, really good like Yorkshires and stuff like that. And you get to the roast potatoes and they're all anemic and like, you know, just not cooked long enough. And I love it when you find a carvery that has like really crunchy but like buttery, soft inside roast potatoes. Wow. Well, there you go. I'm almost done. So this has been really filling as well. So I can feel it filling me up. It's been really tasty. It's satisfying. And I hope it's these ideas are helping some people out there. If they are, drop comments in the comment section. Oh, that ham! I'm tempted to go back for some more, but I can't have seconds unless I've eaten my veg. Okay, I'm gonna go now, so you can't see me cheating, throw the veg out, or even worse, drink the gravy from the plate. Oh, I was terrible for that as a child. I always wait for my mum to leave the room, and then I get my plate and go. Whoop. So, because I love my food, me, and I have done ever since I could open my mouth. So, thanks for watching. I hope you like the content. Please subscribe to the channel, click the like button, and click the little notification bell. Right, I'm off to do something else crazy. Not sure yet. So, I might try turning a carrot into a hot dog. I do weird things. Okay, thanks for watching. See you all next time. Bye.